Stop. You, stop right there. Don't type that comment out before watching the video. I know some of you love to just read the title and type a comment out without watching the video, but you're gonna look silly. I'm gonna talk about it. You don't have to spell it out. I'm gonna talk about it. Because if you don't know what I'm discussing, it's Dragon Ball Legends tweeted out new character information. Ultra Buu. Ultra Kid Buu is coming. I told y'all, like, almost 2 weeks ago that we were getting him because of that equip. And now, they've made it official. The brand new Ultra Buu Kid is coming. This character's abilities were revealed 4/26 UTC and what I believe will be reveals and stuff. So I'll stream that if, you know, it is in fact a reveals and stuff. But as you can see here, we have the art for Ultra Kid Buu, and it's a little lackluster. Well, not the artwork, the animation. The artwork is great, as usual. The animation on the Ultra, you know, art, I guess, is a little off. His pants barely sway, a little bit around the hips. There's a little swaying of the pants. His arms have very minimal movement. They just kind of go up and down a little bit. And then, you know, Majin Buu's little tentacle thing on his head kind of swivels a little bit back and forth. But otherwise, it is kind of lacking. And because of this, people have been complaining about it. If you haven't heard, I'm kind of amazed because, like, everyone was talking about how awful this was.
Why is he not moving? Where's your animations? You're not moving.
And it even got people thinking that this could be a free-to-play Ultra. They could be bringing back free-to-play Ultras. And if you remember, Toshi said,
but of course, I've said this previously, but we plan to have more Ultra characters available in summons in the future, so this might be the last event obtainable Ultra character for a while.
Which doesn't mean ever, but this would have been quite a while since we got free-to-play Omega. However, we have confirmation that he will be summonable. This is not a free-to-play. Some of you may have been hopeful, some of you may have been worried, since, let's be honest, even if he was free-to-play, he's not gonna be as good as Rose or Hits or Vegito Blue. The only chance he has of being as good or better is if he's summonable. They're just not going to make the free-to-play better. It's just not how it's going to work. And so, this Buu is summonable. But how do we know this? How have we come to this? Because this is their only tweet. Well, this isn't all the info we got. Apple came to our rescue once again. If you literally just go to your app store and go to Dragon Ball Legends, it'll show this first, the 1-minute deathmatch, but scroll to the right, haha, Majin of Calamity is there. And it basically just says special event, Buu, kid from the Majin Buu saga of Dragon Ball Z anime arrives in Ultra Rarity for the first time. Apple has hooked us up once again, and it says that this is coming at Sunday, 1 a.m. Well, the 26th is Wednesday, but I believe it would be on the Tuesday, you know, whatever. Regardless, that's when they would announce it. Well, the Sunday's the 30th. That's a long ways away. Well, they've done this before. They did it with Ultra Hit. And Ultra Hit also dropped at the very end of the month because the 30th is the last day of April. And if we go to Hit, you can see Hit dropped January 30th. So it's the same thing. They're just gonna show us Buu, and then he's gonna come out at the end of the month. And the reason they're doing end of the month is because that will be exactly 1.5 months since we got our last Ultra, which is Rose. And he came out 1.5 months exactly after Hits. So I think it's safe to say at this point now that we'll be getting our Ultras every 1.5 months, which actually makes it so anniversary, which tends to last 3 months, the end of May, then June, and July. Could get 2 Ultras in there. They could also drop 2 at the same time, you know, if they have it pre-made already or, you know, whatever they have it set up to do that. Whatever their plans are, we'll see. But I think this really increases the odds that we see 2 Ultras during anniversary. There's that, so we know he's coming out Sunday. But how do we know he is summonable? Because this doesn't say, just as Majin of Calamity. Well, actually, this is the Japanese store with what it looks like when you have the Japanese app store. And as you can see here, it says Ultra Rising. Why is that important? If you didn't know, these banners for the Ultra units are called Ultra Rising. You see Ultra Rising Radiant Rose. If we go to Hits, Ultra Rising the Solitary Assassin. The summonable Ultra banners are called Ultra Rising banners. So because we see here it's called Ultra Rising on the JP store, he's not going to be a free-to-play. Some of you may be upset by that. Some of you may be happy. Because if he's free-to-play, he's not going to be as good. It's how it's going to be. If you were thinking they may drop free-to-play Kid Buu and he'll be as good as Rose or better, it's not happening. He's not going to be that. Summonable, though, he could be just as good as UGB or Hit or Rose, or he could be even better. I wouldn't be surprised if they make Buu cracked, purely for the fact that he's coming out just before Legends' 5th anniversary. Because if you don't remember, I've been talking about it in a couple videos now, we're at the end of April here, and Legends' anniversary happens around this final Friday of May every year. Last year it was the 27th, May 27th, when we got MUI Goku. And this year, the Majin Buu login campaign events ends on the 19th, a week before the 26th, which is the last Friday of the month. So I would expect that is where we will get our start to the 5th anniversary. And it's a big 5. UVB, potentially FSK Gohan 2, Father-Son Kamehameha. We'll have to see. But this is actually big for, you know, both Regen And then Majin Buu Saga, because I'm assuming that's what he'll buff. Regen Majin Buu Saga. I've seen some people saying there's leaks that we're going to get regen units alongside a UVB during Legends 5th anniversary. I haven't seen any of these to be, you know, like something I can confirm is an actual real thing. So I think this is just people talking and making stuff up. But I wouldn't be surprised if we get that. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to do a little run on regen getting some stuff, kind of starting here with this Kid Buu. Because as I've mentioned before, and if you just, like, look at the tag, regen is so down in the dumps, it's kind of amazing, because regen used to be, like, one of the big tags. I've completely missed, there it is, regeneration. Regen's in a tough spot. Like, there's the new cell, the red cell. Does he actually even buff the tag, though? What are his Z abilities? His Z abilities are future... Oh, okay, future regen android. I wasn't sure if regen was in there. I knew android and future were. So there's buff regen, so there's him, there's the blue Zamasu, and now there will be the Ultra Kid Buu. But I'd say regen definitely could use more than just that. And so we could see that during anniversary. And then the whole UVB thing, Ultra Vegito Blue has been a likely candidate for quite some time. So that's not surprising that someone would try and put that in there. We'll see. Time will tell. Time will tell. But Kid Buu is interesting. In terms of what color he'll be, I think if we go look at specifically more so the Majin Buu Saga tag, because I think that's what he's going to be focused towards since this is the Majin Buu Saga campaign. When we look at what colors they have a strong yellow, obviously an ultra super Vegito. They have... this guy's pretty decent. He's not amazing, but he's decent. I could see Kid Buu being a red. Because although this guy's decent, he's not a new character. They haven't gotten a new red. They also, actually, this is another decent red for the Majin Buu Saga, although he doesn't actually buff the Majin Buu Saga since, you know, he's a fusion warrior or whatever. And so, there's that. I could see Kid Buu being a red color. Blue, they did just get a new blue in the Buu Bros, so I doubt that. Green, I'd say, is something they could use. We did just get the special equipment for Fat Buu, Majin Buu Good. So perhaps they'll be like, okay, that's supposed to buff him for the green. You know, these guys, like, they once said that Zenkai Kale was good, so you can never trust these guys in their thought processes here and what they determine as a good unit. Although, to be fair, green, we got Pui Pui, so maybe it won't be green, since I forgot about Pui Pui. Pui Pui's there. Pui's actually pretty decent, so honestly, I think red is a good shout for this Ultra Kid Buu, or I suppose a purple. They do have LF Super Vegito, who's aight. He's not great, but he's aight in terms of, like, you know, using him. And so, red or purple, I feel like is possible. I've seen a lot of people saying yellow. I wouldn't be opposed to yellow. Just if it's yellow, then now Majin Buu Saga is basically just a yellow-blue team, and you're going to run Ultra Super Vegito, the yellow Ultra Buu if he is yellow, and then the Buu Bros. So there is that, and that's really it in terms of, like, important Buu news. We don't have his kit. We just know that he's coming out on Sunday because the Apple App Store hooked us up. Gotta love Apple, man. Always giving us some Legends leaks. And then that's really about it. There is a bunch of stuff ending in Legends, by the way, this week. The weekly reset is, of course, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. So just to quickly run over things, if you haven't already done them, the exchange shop for Pui Pui is going to close down. So make sure you spend all of your Kili. Make sure you spend all of that so you don't miss out on anything. Even if you already got your Pui Pui to 14 stars, you know, just use down slot removers or gold bells. Or if you even have everything else, just make sure you turn in all the rest for Zenny. Make sure you do that. Don't miss out on those rewards. You'd hate to just miss it because time ran out. We have the end of Ultra Space Time Rush. Ultra Space Time Rush will reset. So make sure you get your Ultra Space Time Rush done. Then, otherwise, I mean, these two things are going away, the Perfect Cell and the Fearsome Android 20, but they'll be replaced with different ones for new adventures. So, that's not too big of a deal unless you haven't done them yet. You know, grind through those, get the CC you'd get from those, especially you should be saving for Anniversary. And then, oh, that's really about it, quite honestly. In terms of, like, you know, the PvP ends, so, you know, try and make sure you're grinding PvP. Looks like I have to grind back up into God rank again. People have been playing. But, oh, and Tournament Power. Tournament Power will also be ending. So make sure you do your Tournament Power, and hopefully you get enough CC, or enough points to get that 1000 CC. But I feel like that's really it in terms of, like, important stuff. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I told you I was going to tell you that it's not a free-to-play, but you were just going to comment based off the video title. And because people do it. People do it all the time. They don't even watch a video. They just comment because of the title. You think it's not even a video, man. You think it's just the title. It's unbelievable. But you all are still here, so I love you all. Hope you all are having a wonderful day. Don't forget to follow me over on Twitch for live streams. I was live when they dropped this news. We kind of talked about it. So, if you'd want to be there live, make sure you follow my Twitch. There's always a link in the description and pinned comment. And don't forget to sub. And yeah, that's it. I hope y'all are staying happy and healthy, having the best of days. And I'll catch y'all tomorrow.